He was born October the 9th, 1903, the son of Edwin J. O'Malley and Alma Feltner O'Malley. As a youngster, Walter O'Malley participated in activities ranging from the Boy Scouts and swimming to fishing and baseball. Educated at Jamaica, New York High School, Culver Military Academy in Indiana, and at the University of Pennsylvania, where he graduated and was president of both his junior and senior classes, while studying courses in engineering. He then added a law background by attending in New York, first Columbia University and later Fordham University, where he earned his law degree in 1930. While initially juggling several jobs in engineering, publishing, and law, he decided to devote full time to his law practice in the early 1930s. During the Depression, O'Malley became friends with George V. McLaughlin, prominent president of the Brooklyn Trust Company, who assigned him to watch over the financial affairs of the struggling Brooklyn Dodgers. O'Malley did so, serving on the Dodger Board of Directors, and in 1943 left his own successful New York law firm to join the Dodgers as vice president and general counsel. By 1945, O'Malley had partnered with Branch Rickey and John L. Smith to purchase 75% of the Dodgers. He immediately tried to explore options for Brooklyn's aging Ebbets Field, built in 1913, which could park just 700 cars. In October 1950, O'Malley purchased Rickey's stock and succeeded him as Dodger president. He focused his efforts for a new stadium on a site where all transportation modes merged at the intersection of Atlantic and Flatbush Avenues in Brooklyn. But try as he might, in a 10-year effort to privately build his dream stadium in Brooklyn, he was unsuccessful in convincing the elected officials to assemble the necessary property. If given the opportunity, O'Malley had designs ready for and would have privately financed a domed stadium, the first ever in baseball. In 1953, O'Malley modernized Dodgertown, the team's spring training site in Vero Beach, Florida, building Holman Stadium, and later replaced the old barracks at the former Naval Air Base. Under his leadership, the Dodgers won 4 pennants in 5 seasons, including their first World Championship in 1955. When there was no hope for a new stadium in Brooklyn in 1957, he made history by expanding the major leagues to the West Coast, relocating in Los Angeles in tandem with the New York Giants' move to San Francisco for the 1958 season. The westward expansion of baseball was a major factor in the future popularity of the game, as the door was open for other clubs to follow on the West Coast. O'Malley still wanted to design, build, and maintain his dream stadium, and build it he did. The first privately financed ballpark since Yankee Stadium opened in 1923. Despite legal challenges, delays, and a public referendum, O'Malley broke ground for Dodger Stadium on September the 17th, 1959, and celebrated its opening day on April the 10th, 1962. The Dodgers continued their success on the field, winning 3 more World Championships under O'Malley in 1959, 1963, and 1965, plus National League pennants in 1966, 1974, 1977, and 1978. International relationships were an important part of O'Malley's interest in advancing baseball globally, including 2 goodwill tours to Japan and invitations to international baseball representatives to Dodgertown. O'Malley's Dodgers were built on stability, plus top talent both on and off the field. Immaculate Dodger Stadium with its family-friendly ticket pricing and lush landscaping were hallmarks of O'Malley's leadership. A visionary who served on Major League Baseball's decision-making executive council for a record 28 years, O'Malley gained respect as a team owner who devoted himself full-time to the game. In December 1999, the Sporting News named him the 11th most powerful person in sports in the last century, while ABC Sports ranked him in its top 10 most influential people off the field in sports history. Walter O'Malley, the man who expanded Major League Baseball to the West Coast, built Dodger Stadium, and guided the Dodgers to world championships and international prominence, will be remembered as one of the game's prime leaders and architects.